been a while since I did a video on my Jaguar, and there are many reasons for that. The car is definitely not one of them. The car has been going great. I've had absolutely no issues with it since my last video, and in fact in the last 2 years, touch wood, I've had no issues with the car, and all I've had to do was, regular maintenance on the car. But today what I want to share with you guys is a sunscreen that I got for the windshield, and that's to protect your dashboard, the leather dashboard, from the sun and the heat on hot summer days. Now I know in the northern hemisphere you guys are gripped with winter right now. Well, we got summer here in the southern hemisphere. It's pretty hot here today. It's definitely not cool, and the days can actually get up to 40 degrees Celsius, and I really wouldn't like to park my car in a 40 degrees Celsius heat knowing that my dashboard is not protected. So I'm going to show you a little more about this product. If you guys are interested, I'll put the links down below where you can actually find this, and also the company that makes it. So I've got this thing right here on the passenger seat, and you can see it's reflective silver, so it reflects the sun away. This faces the outside, it faces the windshield, the outside of the windshield, and this one has the Jaguar XF logo on it. Now, this part or item had a Jaguar part number on it when I bought it, but I think the company that makes these for Jaguar make them for a whole bunch of other cars, and I found that out by going to their website. So I'm going to show you the quality of this thing. It's actually got a sort of velour, I don't know, trim or carpeting, or I don't know, it feels like some kind of felt behind it, and you can actually see it's got stitching on the edges as well, which is pretty good. And this thing's going to take quite a beating because, I'm just going to leave it in the car. This cutout is actually for your mirror, your rear view mirror. So the sun visors will keep this part up, so your rear view mirror can still face outside. Now in my case I have a dash cam, and it allows my dash cam to still protrude through this and see what's going on outside, even though this thing's protecting my dash. Now as you can see, my dash is currently in the sun, and this thing is really, really hot. Very, very hot. The car says 25 degrees, but it's actually about 36 outside. I think if I had to drive the car, I've just pulled it out the garage, so it's pretty cool in the garage, and I think that's why it's displaying 25 degrees. But I've got the air conditioner, I've got the car on, and I've got the air conditioner blowing right now, and because it's so hot. I want to show you guys this pamphlet that came with it. This is the leaflet, and it's made by a company called Covercraft.com. So you can actually go to their website, and if you live in Canada or the USA, you can buy these direct from Covercraft on their website. Now I'm also going to put the link to the eBay store where I bought mine, because they don't ship outside of the US and Canada. So you have to go on eBay. If you live in the UK or any other country, you're going to have to go on eBay and buy this on eBay. But it really is not expensive. It's about the same price as Covercraft are asking on their website. And here are some instructions on how you fit this in your windshield, how you put it in. So you've got to make sure that you get it nice and snug in there, and then you can flap it in on your sun visors at the top, like this lady's showing over there. And I also got, now see on Covercraft's website, you have to, this is an extra, optional extra, but I got this with mine as standard. So this is the cover that actually, it's got Velcro on it. Kind of difficult to do this one hand, but this is the cover that you can actually store it in when you're not using it. So I will probably fold mine up and keep it in this cover in the back of the car here. I'm just going to store it down here behind the seats, and but I want to show you guys what it looks like when once you get it in. So you got to unfold it, which is not easy to do inside the car, especially something this big. So I've got it in there, and I'm just going to make sure that it's wedged in really nicely at the end. There we go. And sun visors. that, and there it is. So this is it actually. You can see those little corners, they will flap down if you don't make sure that it's right at the end of the dashboard. It's got to be right at the end so that the dash can actually support it, this last little lip over here. But it does a very good job, I'll say. It allows a little bit of sun in there, but I mean, you can tweak it as you go along, you know. So there's only a small portion of sunlight that's actually getting through there, but it's doing a very good job of protecting the dash. And I've actually got the aircon blowing through this portion of the dash, so it's quite cool here as well. So there's a barcode on the thing, and you can actually see the Jaguar part number 02C 2721715, and it has a date, I think, on it. So all in all, I think this thing does a pretty good job. You can see my dash cam sticking out there, and it can still see what's going on. And my dash is nice and cool. Sure, a little bit of sunlight's going to get through here, but I think it's much better than just leaving your dash unprotected. Now, the reason I bought this sunscreen is because I had some guys sending me emails and they were asking, is my dash bubbling and peeling? And as you can see, mine isn't doing that because my car is probably due to the fact my car's in the garage most of the time and it doesn't stand in the sun all day long. But I think if my car had to be parked in the sun, I would probably be having bubbling on my dashboard as well. But my dash looks pretty good, as you can see here, and I don't have that problem. So there are two issues that actually cause a bubbling dash, and the first one is obviously your dash being in the sun all the time. The glue that keeps this leather bound to the dash starts to melt and the leather pulls away from the plastic underneath. The other issue is if you have a bad windshield replacement and they don't seal the edges of the windshield properly when they seal it in and glue it in. If you have just the tiniest little bit of water ingress, you're going to pick up issues with your dashboard. Thanks for watching.